Go.
So guys, today we got our long-awaited Brawlhalla Weapons Tier List. Alright, let's start. Axe. What do you think?
I think Axe should go in A because it's like A or B. It's a really simple weapon, but it
Yeah,
also has so much potential. Just that
Axe is
damage
just,
output.
it's one of those really cheesy weapons.
Yeah.
Right now I'd say A tier. Like,
Yeah.
low A tier
A minus.
is up there. Yeah, okay.
Guns? I think C. They're just really
C.
hard. I'm in gold, so I haven't seen that many good guns players. So I think for me it would be C, but for like a high ranking player it might be B or A.
You're technically a plat though now.
True, I am plat.
Yes, I did hit plat.
Yes, I was
So,
plat for like a day and a half.
I mean, I have to say, I can't
A
put
tier?
guns behind Axe.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
just,
There's just so much more potential.
yeah,
So,
I honestly feel like we can probably bump Axe
yeah, let's
down to
put
B.
Axe down to B and then guns at
It's a
A.
lot less viable in higher tier play,
Mhm.
except because Axe is very good in range.
Yeah. And like
Uh,
gold, you can just clap people with Axe because they don't know how to
yeah,
move. It's so fun.
I think we'll have blasters low A tier.
Alright, so
All right,
bow.
let's do cannon
Cannon.
next.
Huh.
Cannon. This was my first Skyforge weapon. I'm really bad at cannon.
I'm so bad at cannon, I can barely do anything. I don't even know the
Cannon,
combos.
yeah, there are a couple really strong true combos with it that are great string starters, but like
I
it's pretty
think
hard to pick up. But
low
it's
B or high C because
I
it's a relatively new, so I haven't seen that many people playing it, and I've seen like three people that are good at it. But when they are good, they're insane.
yeah, a lot less people embrace cannon, but the versatile potential, like people will get one dodge read on you and you're just
Yeah, you're
gone.
done. Just
Okay.
chase you off
I'm
stage.
gonna
I think B.
I feel it's definitely better than Axe. It's just hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Uh,
So high
but
B.
yeah, high B. Bow.
Bow?
Bow's kind of S tier right now. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. Bow's really strong right now.
Huh.
Like,
Okay.
it's really fast, and
Yeah, bow's
I
really
don't. What do you
fun.
think?
I don't know. I would say either A, maybe A or S, because it, yeah, there's a
I'll
lot.
give it low S tier. Low A
Yeah, there's a
tier.
lot you can do with it, and then like,
Yeah, and ground pound is
hmm
super oppressive. Side air and all the. It's super hard to dodge. It's on stage comp like
yeah,
strings. So for the high kill potential and combos, I'd put it S tier.
yeah, definitely.
Gauntlets recently got rebuffed, so
Ooh, gauntlets. I
it's
think
a
they're
lot more
consistent
strong.
high B or A. They're consistent high B, low A for me.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same.
Yeah,
Because gauntlets, they're strong. The only like they just lack range and killing power.
yeah. They have a lot of movement though, especially in the air with like the ground pound inside air.
Yeah, you can recover really easily with
hmm
gauntlets. Oh yeah. Let's say we can move the last.
Guitars.
Katars. Katars
I
has
think
just
guitars have
fallen
fallen
off
off.
grace.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely fell off hard. I think
Yeah,
C.
Katars and Scythe. You used to see these two weapons all
Yeah,
the time,
and like
but
they just they were so fast, and now I don't know what happened, but I haven't played guitars in a long time, but I tried to come back and they just felt really clunky.
yeah, guitars they're not as fluid anymore. Like side air used to be like a really high like skill move to use, and the nair is still super oppressive.
Yeah, Nair is really
But
strong.
yeah, but you just don't see those like montages with
Like the long
guitars
single
anymore.
person, like bop bop, and then you're just done. So I
Yeah,
think C.
in all esports, it's not really you don't really see guitars that much anymore.
Yeah.
So
So it's either really low B or C. I think axe is definitely better than katars because it just does so much damage and it's much easier to play.
In the current state, I kind of agree with you.
Hmm.
I'm tempted to put it in C. Oh, it doesn't say C tier. It's
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Let's
Put
put
it
it
in B.
last on B. What about Scythe?
Last on B. Yeah, that's
Yes,
fine.
Scythe is another one
Next,
that's really fallen off.
Scythe. Scythe is still super strong.
Yeah.
Like, uh,
You can still do those like insane long read strings, but it's just
yeah,
so hard and there's so little true combos.
yeah. You don't see that many Scythe players anymore because it's, it's just not meta right now. I'd say because,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I think we should put it between axe and cannon.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, we've I've mained the scythe for a long time. Kai, you recently
I used
picked
to,
up scythe.
yeah, I used to play a lot of Volkov because like vampires, axe.
Yeah,
It was he's still really fun and I really like his scythe zig set. But his scythe
yeah,
is just so hard, and I have the battle pass, so I got the cool Artemis skin, and I really like Lance, but scythe is just too hard, and I'm not good at like dodge reads, so it's just not my style, not my weapon.
but then like active input, you can just move with the
Hmm.
scythe. It's like really,
It's a really
really.
cool weapon.
I feel like it might be low A tier.
Hmm. I don't know. I think it's a B, but my it's definitely above axe. Not sure about where it fits with cannon.
Yeah, and all scythe like signatures are like generally like really good.
Yeah.
I don't really think there are that many bad scythe signatures,
No.
except some on Jiro. Yeah, Jiro's
Yeah,
like
Jiro's down sig is really situational.
he's
Is
situational.
yeah.
Yeah. But it hurts to have Scythe so low because that used to be like the definition of an S tier weapon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
And there are still players that make it look S, but there's
yeah.
just less of them.
Am I? Is it?
I think
Is
it's
that at the?
B.
I think yeah. That they'll stay at the top of B.
Yeah.
Now we're heading into some big boy territory.
Lance. Oh, I don't know.
Lance.
Lance is S.
S. Oh.
No.
Yeah. Lance used to be
Oh,
super like situational.
Lance is just so big. It's like Axe, only
So
bigger.
much priority.
So much priority, so much damage, such long range. What you can do is like the weapon throw hitbox is insane. Like if you
And
miss,
so much movement.
hmm
Oh, it's good for twos and ones. It's
and the
just super
recovery
fast.
is just so big, even though it's kind of easy to stop, and then you're screwed.
Yeah, that's
But
one of the like exhaustive recovery is one of the fastest moves in the game.
yeah,
I think it's low
I
S.
think it's low S. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then you can just do insane things like. I had this one game where I bounced the person off the wall with down air for like 7 times, and then like he just couldn't do anything because
yeah,
the stun and the damage is just so big.
yeah.
Also, it
I
was really bad, but
yeah, you climbed into flat with lance.
yeah, with Olgrim,
Yeah, kind of a clutch weapon.
yeah.
Let's do spear.
Spear, I think Spear is low A because
Low A.
maybe no, not A, B. I think.
Yeah,
Ah,
I don't think spear is better than scythe.
no,
Yeah, no.
because Spear like it's such a simple weapon, but you can still do a lot with it.
Hmm.
Like you can get long chains and stuff, but I don't know, like sword and spear are just like the basic, really easy to learn, but kind of hard to master weapons.
Yeah, it's like when you have a new player and you're coaching them, you always say pick Tori because
Yeah.
it's just such the basics. But
Hmm.
yeah, spear.
I think it's
Uh,
above guitars, maybe between axe guitars or axe cannon.
yeah, they also recently hard nerfed spear that like doing double downlight, you can just
Yeah.
That really hurts the weapon.
Uh-huh.
The spear.
Yeah, I think between axe, guitars, sword. Hmm.
Sword.
Sword is
Sword.
sword's
I
interesting.
feel like it's just not good right now. It just
No.
doesn't feel good right now. Um,
I mean,
Sword probably has the best neutral game, but even then, I think Spear might even have a better neutral game than Sword.
yeah, because
It's just,
spear has a really similar skill set to sword,
yeah,
but I think spear just does it better.
yeah.
I
You can just
mean,
have better punishes with Sword, but it just, I don't know. Sword is not better than Katana. This might be our one and only C tier weapon.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you
it's
have a
just
lot of
too
potential
good.
with like down air strings, and you can just kind of control people, but it's just not as good as other weapons that do the same.
Yeah, Sword's just not in a good spot
It
right
just
now.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't fill any niches, so it's not great.
Like, I don't think any weapons are certainly bad right now. It's just the least strong.
Yeah, like sword can't do anything that other weapons can't.
Yeah. All right. Orb.
Orb, yes,
S
definitely.
tier. It's
Yeah, orb is insane.
is Orb better than Bow?
Ah, I think it might be.
Yeah, Orb's just its moveset is just so fast and it covers everything.
Yeah, it's like Scythe, only better. Like it
Yeah,
has
with the
control.
safest ground pounds and dude, down air
The
is
down
so
air is insane,
oh
and you
yeah,
can just do
it's
like
ridiculous.
really long aerial strings with the neutral air is really good also. It's just so fast.
And juggling with it, oh yeah. It's good in
Yeah.
twos and ones. That's S tier. And then hammer.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, hammer is so strong.
Hammer's just. I feel like Hammer's really consistently strong.
Yeah,
Cause it just.
everyone's saying hammer needs a nerf because it's just busted right now.
Yeah.
It's good in twos. It's godlike in twos and ones, but
Yeah. It's so much
it is
control, so much area.
hammer in twos. Yeah. Oh
Do you
yeah.
think it's stronger than Orb?
The spacing is just really. If you want to think in
Yeah.
flow state, hammer, hammer and orb. Thor is.
Thor is just insane, yeah.
I feel like Thor's not like the best character in the game, but with these two weapons,
His his sig set's also pretty good. They're I don't know, they're really situational, but once you hit them, they're really good.
yeah, like hammer down sig for Thor, and then neutral sig.
Orb neutral sig, yeah.
That's
Ah,
pretty
that's a
good.
lot of S tier. I think we should we move Lance down?
Lance to A tier.
Yeah,
I think A tier.
yeah. So above guns, but still A. There we go.
All right. Let's look over this. We have sword
Sword
in
and
C
C
tier.
tier.
It's kind of buns right now. As far as me, oh, is spear better than guitars?
I th I think it is.
Yeah, guitars do have some good priority. The neutral air, just for neutral air on
Yeah,
guitars.
guitars is. Hmm.
That's probably one of the best light attacks in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to bump it in
Yeah, I
front of
think we can
spear.
move it up in front of spear.
Yes. I feel like axe is just very impressive. It's a clutch
Yeah.
weapon. I feel like it's
I feel like we can move it up, but I don't know where we would move it.
yeah. It's hard to make an argument against any of these weapons being worse than axe, except
Yeah.
maybe gauntlets, but that's like three tiers above.
Uh-huh. I think we can definitely move it in front of cannon.
Yeah. And low elo, axe is S
Low
tier.
elo is like Axe's best weapon, maybe behind
Yeah, axe,
Lance.
axe. Yeah,
Like if you know how to use axe or lance and silver, you're just gonna win every single game.
Even if you don't know, just ground pound them.
Yeah,
People.
axe, ground pound, and recovery, they're just gonna die.
Yeah, it's so huge hit boxes. Axe and hammer are two of those two best siege weapons probably.
Yeah.
Um,
So scythe, I think scythe is good. High B
I
tier.
like Scythe there.
Gauntlet, guns, lance. I definitely think lance is the best A tier
Yeah,
weapon.
Lance is best in this game. Guns.
Guns.
They're bad.
I think we can move guns below gauntlets. Because gauntlets just
Yeah,
has so much more
guns is a step
control.
below. Yeah, yeah,
Like all of gauntlets moves work together and then guns just doesn't do that.
yeah. Guns blasters have just like the best spacing in the game, but other than hammer, I think
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's that strong anymore. Yeah, and then they nerfed recovery, but
Yeah.
even with
The
recovery,
force used to be insane. You can just
yeah,
knock
it was
people off
so
stage at
broken.
like yellow.
Yeah, the deeper the harder recoveries will land.
Yeah, especially like the actual the last shot, which is the only one that has any real force, because you're just
Yeah,
moving around so much.
yeah, and you're really vulnerable when you're off stage.
Hmm.
Yeah, returning to stage is pretty easy with guns because you have an air defense there, where
Yeah.
they're fast.
And they have good range too.
Yeah, gun aerials are pretty
I don't
fast.
know. I still think Gauntlets has more control and movement and yeah, just everything really.
Yeah, with the right like dodge reads, gauntlets probably
Yeah.
the best. But
Alright.
gauntlets have a hard time coming like down onto stage because all you can really do is like throw your weapon because down air on gauntlets is hard to get backstage.
Yeah, it's just such short range. You have to be like on them.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that wins. I don't know about this bow and lance matchup.
Yeah, I feel like Lance is just it's such a crutch weapon. It's just
I'm tempted to switch.
yeah, it's definitely a lot easier than Bow, and I feel like Bow has potential, but Lance is just so strong in like every way.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Bow can get knocked
Lance
down.
bow and arrow is super powerful. I mean, similar even.
Hmm.
Uh, I feel good about hammer.
Yeah, I feel like Hammer or Lance is a good S tier.
Yeah. So I think these are our final rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. We have sword, doo-doo, straight puns. We have these guys, scythe, guitars, fallen from grace, and then
Yeah.
axe and spear pretty much. These two, yeah, makes sense. And we got them.
So strong. It's not. Just bap, you're dead. One hit,
Yeah.
you're yellow, and then next hit, you're off stage.
Yeah, alright, so breakdown for all the ranks. Silver and gold just use axe and lance and hammer. Goodbye.
Yeah. But once you get above that, you can just see a lot more people that are really good with like these weapons. But
Yeah, once you're
yeah.
out of gold and like you're in plat, I think you'd want to stick with these six in S and A and maybe scythe
Hmm.
and maybe axe, but oh, cannon at a high level is
Oh,
pretty cool.
yeah. I
But
mean, once you get out of gold, the weapons that you have doesn't really matter as much as like if you've played with them a lot, if you know how to use them, but they still have a pretty big impact.
yeah, there's a lot less spamming in plat and it's more skill oriented.
Yeah.
So I'd say avoid
Oh, I
Ben
have
10
no.
patch. That's it.
Yeah, it's the Ben 10 patch. So it is set June 20th, 2020. And if you're watching this later, this info is probably irrelevant, but you know, maybe
Yeah,
BMG is just gonna keep everything the same.
yeah. This is from the perspective of two platinum players. What do you expect?
Yeah. Alright. See you
Alright,
guys
have a
next
good
time.
day.